wrapped up in my sleeping bag, looking out the window at Aaron's house as the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. And the trees are silhouetted black against the emerging blue sky with the fading stars up in the sky. And I think to myself how much I hate Aaron because he's got it fucking made with this fantastic house of his, this nice little piece of property tucked away out in the backwoods of South Dakota. God, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. I hope he dies of syphilis. You piece of shit.
I got to be quiet because it's morning. People are still asleep at my house. I wanted to thank Preston 4. I ran into him before, not personally, just on the internet. He wrote an article. Oh, what was it? It was something about realizing college degrees were worthless. But he still had his, I mean, he's a young kid. He's 24, 25. I think he came from a privileged background. And he couldn't give up the leftist. You still get to do what you baby be. He still had the pacifier in his mouth. I think this is the guy. And he wrote an article for Forbes, the always forward-thinking Forbes, totally not taken over by private equity Forbes. Forbes, who in my day when I was a kid, that's what the rich people read. And now I realize, oh no, it was like CNBC. It's entertainment. It's for wannabe rich people to read. Rich people are too busy making money. People who aren't rich but want to find the quick and easy way to always say, "Oh, should I invest in those mutual funds? Oh, okay, now that's what that. Did you read? I read Fortune. Oh my God, I read Inc. And all three are shit piss magazines. But this Forbes and Preston come to the rescue on this one. Late April, so this article's a couple months old. But how many years has the world's greatest accounting career been out? How many years did, and I'll set aside the funny, haha, tongue in cheek. If you're going to wait for traditional media outlets that are practically bankrupt and owned by private equity now, and they're zillennial, Zoomer journalism majoring staff to give you the information when you need it, you're going to be behind the curve years. Hey, everybody. Guess what they figured out at Forbes? Gen Z is reviving this boring job that millennials and boomers abandoned, and it's helping them land six-figure careers straight out of college. No kidding. What could it be? What could it be? Because I swear in the U.S. Constitution, it says follow your heart and the money will follow. And if you don't have any success, it's Republican white males in the Senate's fault. I think that's in the U.S. Constitution. And I could have swore, no, this is true. Women, to motivate at least the male population, men only do things to get laid. That's the end of this. That's it. That's it. I simplified it very simply. And men will go into the careers that they think women will, are sexy, investment banker, doctor, surgeon, whatever. And it's not their fault. It's not women's fault. But in a certain way, ladies, you're like money. You having sex acts as a currency. It has power where you can control. Oh yeah, I like men like that. Well, men will then change their entire life behavior to go do that thing. So you had a bunch of people become finance bros and lawyers and whatever else was sexy on TV. And you know what, girls? You could really help out the economy by starting to fuck carpenters and plumbers and auto mechanics. Not joking. But I know. They're like Pokemon cards. You girls can't just, you girls are horrible at choosing fiscally stable and reliable and responsible men. You are horrible at it. If you're a smart guy, you'll go into a very well-employed field, but then lie about, you're a dentist, something sensible, something very practical. Well, you don't tell me you're a dentist. Oh no, I'm an investment banker, bro. Oh my God, these. And it looks like, what I love about this whole transition, like Gen Z looks like it's finally waking up as opposed to the previous two generations. You're finally starting to have the real world be so impossible because so many people were following the Democrat lie of follow your heart and money will follow. And if you don't make $1 billion, it's white male Republicans' fault. Young people are starting to realize how bad and wrong the previous generations of parents and adults, include grandparents, aunts, uncles, teachers, all the adults, how bad they all are at life. Just how bad. And now they don't give a fuck. Like, I need to make money. Everything's so expensive. I don't have the time to like play patty cake and become an early childhood education major. America's tax system is more complex than ever, but accountants are in short supply. Accountants, you say? Tell me more. Between IRS leadership turnover, tax policy fights, and burnouts, more professionals are leaving the industry just when taxpayers need them the most. Oh, you mean like the trades as well? Some 340,000 accountants have already left their calculators behind and quit in the past 5 years. I believe that is CPAs, because having done the research before, that's 20%. 20% of CPAs. Now, I think it'd be even more horrible if it was 20% of accountants. But I'm pretty sure that CPA. The whole point is 1/5 of the accountants have retired in 5 years. Well, I'm gonna go major in what really? What do you what are you people majoring in? Business. And some estimates suggest that 75% of those remaining are expected to retire in the next decade. And you guys are worried about AI. Okay, good. So your option is I can major in accounting and run a risk that I don't think is there, that AI is going to take your job. Or you could just continue shooting up Adderall and smoking pot and living at home. It's going to take it over. I need a UBI AI. I'll tell you this: no girl is going to fuck a guy in accounting. Okay, just in case you guys, whether do I get the girls? No. This is for you. For once, gentlemen, live your life for you. Ladies, you could live your life for you too. You can major in accounting or get a career in accounting. Stop worrying about whether it gets you laid. Start asking whether it helps you in your life or not. There you go. Field is often judged as less exciting than others. According to one study, it is the second most stereotyped job of boring people. The crisis couldn't get much work. I know it shouldn't be the case, but that reputation does cost the industry people, because men want the exciting job. Okay, yes, everyone wants the exciting job because then it's interesting to them, but those jobs don't pay. But then guys like, well, where are the girls? Girls? Oh my God, I gotta get an MBA now. Now Gen Z is coming to the rescue. Here we go. Hey, Gen Z, you're making me a little proud here. I know. You all have autism and you're all quadriplegic sexual, but you guys might be waking the fuck up. Accounting is the science of the business world, says Alana Kelly, an accounting and biohealth science major at Oregon State University, who's helped dozens of families file their taxes this past season as part of her school's voluntary income tax assistance program. One was a goat farmer who had only a landline, no internet access. Another was a young woman who was financially supporting her sister. Kelly was able to help them obtain life-changing $6,000 back on refunds. Look at that. Now, I know for a lot of you, okay, especially you ladies out there, you're going to be going against your principles and your religion and your God. Thy Lord, thy God, the government. You're going to be taking money away from the government and giving it to people. I know you hate that, but that's what accountants do. One of Kelly's peers, Tristan Classius, a student studying accounting and finance, helped an older woman get access to a much-needed Social Security income that she couldn't figure out. Kelly and Classius are just two examples of young, naive people trying to help older people who should have had their act together. Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't say that. Kelly and Classius are just two examples of the Gen Zers who are increasingly viewing accounting not as a monotonous chore, but a way to transform people's lives. Their actions are already helping save Americans millions of dollars through free tax help through a partnership with the IRS and close to 24 universities. This is about the VITA program. I've heard about this before. I want to know more. Here we go. High salaries, high placement rates. Yet not everyone's caught on. I don't wanna. That's boring. I'm not a numbers person. Enjoy. Listen to me. Repeat after me. I shall enjoy sucking dick at the truck stop. So repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. I shall enjoy sucking dick at the truck stop. How many millennial corpses of people who wanted to major in what was fun and not practical do you need in front of you? No kidding. It's like, look at everyone drink the Kool-Aid, and everyone is dying of the Kool-Aid. And like, oh my God. But the teacher comes up to you. You can drink that Kool-Aid. You should. And if you die, it's those people's fault. I mean, I know every adult in your lives are asleep at the wheel, right? I get it, but and maybe this is why Gen Z is waking up. The mounting evidence has become so unpalpable, or not undeniable. Palpable was what I'm looking for. It's undeniable. The corpses are starting to rot, and you can smell them. It's a mountain of corpses. Mount Millennial is just a mountain of dead-laden 40-year-olds who just still believe in the follow heart, money will follow. You still little bailout. Meanwhile, your parents are to you, yeah, go down that road. Yeah. It's not just low-income Americans getting their taxes filed for free who are set to gain from VITA programs. Student volunteers are obtaining unique hands-on skills. Wait, what? They're learning what in college now? Hands-on skills? I thought UBI and Barack Hussein Obama comes to rescue us. We just don't make money, printer go burr. By working with clients with sometimes complicated tax situations, gain the confidence needed to excel on day one when they graduate and land a 6-figure paying job. Oh, what now? 6 figs, bro. We throw the students into the water, essentially let them swim, and then students actually live up to the challenge. Effort says, despite the median total pay of accounting being $93,000 or nearly $200,000 for certified public accountants. Say what now? Getting students excited about taxes remains the ultimate challenge. Look, you don't want Chad and I with the Elkins Accounting Hour, not to mention the course we offer called The World's Greatest Accounting Career, which we have linked below. Despite, in Brian Kim, channels are much bigger than us. People are not going to be running to accounting. It's still going to be a less sought out degree. Humans are eternally lazy. I remember low IQ fuckwits like 12 years ago. Saying, well, if we all major in engineering, then the pay for engineers will go down. It's like, yeah, but not everyone's going to major in engineering. Bro, if we all hit the gym, then the girls are going to just increase their standards even more. But people like you are too lazy to hit the gym, so it's not going to happen. There's 2 people in the world. You can choose which one you want to be. You're not born into this. You could choose to be successful or fucking common, fucking loser. And I don't know. Do you want to go look at everyone in your life, in your family, unless they're rich, but most people do not have. Look at their life and say, how easy has it been? And then ask yourself the question, what if they were making 85 grand a year? Would that have made, not all problems would go away. Would most problems go away? Getting students excited about taxes remains the ultimate challenge. The number of bachelor's degree awarded in accounting peaked in 2015. So 10 years ago it peaked. In the years following, each saw decreases of 1 to 3% according to the American Institute of CPAs. The disease brought an even greater punch, with accounting degrees slipping as much as 7% between 2021 and 2023. According to Logan Steele, an accounting professor at OSU, many young people have an outdated view of what accounting really does. No longer do practitioners spend their time performing manual calculations on paper spreadsheets. Accountants have outsourced much of their mundane tasks to technology like AI, and they're now more focused on strategic decision making. No, I'll tell you now what accountants do. You do data entry. It's still boring. Instead of writing it down, you enter spreadsheets. That's what you do, or accounting software. However, the tide is beginning to turn. He says nearly all accounting graduates at OSU, 98% secure jobs in the field. He says, and their salaries are the highest in recorded history of any major program in the business school. But I was told that AI was going to take the accounting jobs. With Gen Zers increasingly preferring job security over job flexibility, the shift to accepting accounting as a promising career path may grow, especially with calls to decrease the barriers to become a certified public accountant. They've been doing that for 3 years. Don't worry, by 2037, they will. They'll finally start making it easier for you to become a CPA. Preston has 400 some followers on Twitter. Thank you, Preston. Thank you for letting us know. I just wanted to share that with you. If you were interested in a career in accounting and not being a poor, debt-ridden 41-year-old millennial or 58-year-old Gen X Karen with student loan debt who goes and protests and whines and complains and lives a life of poverty. Okay, I'm not saying your career is good. That was the big lie. Look, you guys got to give up on this idea that your job is going to be interesting. It's not. It never was. It's the hope that led 2 generations before you down the path that you're going to have a job. It's going to be the most important. No, a job is a place you make money so you can go and enjoy your life outside of work. That's it. And once you figure that, that's the best it gets. There is no, if you do what you love, you won't work a day in your life, lied the baby boomer. Thus lied the baby boomer. It is so rare. Okay. And if you need to, here's what everyone essentially has done in the past 3 generations. They all try to become the SoundCloud rapper, right? Which, by the way, you all fail. But you still hung out hope that are there SoundCloud rappers that make it and go make millions of dollars? Yes. I doubt there's 10 of them. But man, everyone's going to be a SoundCloud rapper. Everyone's going to I'm going to make it big, bro. And that's what happened with regeneration going to college. I can major in education and help children to make the money. And all just like SoundCloud rappers, you see all these journalism majors and liberal arts majors and social science majors, they're poor. And there are tremendous costs and consequences. They're poor for most, so far, especially millennials. They're poor their entire lives. Gen X is just now getting the age where enough of the boomers are fucking dying off. I can get promoted to manager now? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Herman. You don't have to go through. I'm not saying you all have to major in accounting, but it's going to be better than all of you majoring in the liberal arts or history. So if you want to learn about a career in accounting, and if you're interested in it, well, what are the paths? That's where me and Chad have the course. I have linked below called The World's Greatest Accounting Career. There are multiple paths. Obviously, there's more than one job. We go through showing you the traditional route. Like, okay, if you want to go to college, you get a degree, and then you want to go get your certification like a CPA, which means you're going to have to get a master's degree. And you're employed by an employer, by an accounting firm that hires accountants. Here's route A, the traditional route. And then the route we like more is, but if you don't like sucking dick for a living, which is what you're going to do working, especially for the Big Four, here's the quicker self-employment route where you don't even need to go to college. There are accounting certifications you can get that'll help you become a bookkeeper or more so a tax accountant. And then you can go and become self-employed. And you know what's great about accounting? It's remote work. If you're self-employed, you can go look at the Elkins accounting, or there's Chad, he's self-employed. Jumps in between Dallas and Chicago when he feels like it. So we got 2 super chats. Assbook at $2 per cap. Ew, accounting. Ew, math. Ew, accounts. Yep. I'm going to say it again. That should be government policy. What should we propagandize women to want to sleep with? And that would definitely motivate. Like if there were a bunch of hot 20-something and late teen girls that wanted to started fucking carpenters, do you think we'd solve our housing supply? I'm not joking. I'm not joking about this. I mean, I'm joking in the efficacy of that. But look at how well corporations and government convinced women to like commute and pay taxes and go into debt for worthless degrees, right? I think we could convince them to like sleep with, plumbers. I think we could convince them to sleep with, we need more surgeons, right? Sleep with surgeons. And all of a sudden be like, God, the accounting students are always getting laid. That's going to make it down to high school. And the high school boys were like, if I major in accounting, you got to hit the gym too. But Hambone, $5. GM having a nice cigar and coffee on the deck. Good morning, Heaven. Oh, good. Yeah, I used to have morning cigars. I had to back off the cigars. It's not a bad experience. Beautiful fall morning. Hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to play Risk with my buddies for 9 hours. We start at 1 p.m. at my buddy's house. We have a lot of guys playing. All the wives like, what are we gonna like? Go do something. Man, these girls, they can't. It's like, go do something. All your female friends are like free. Us guys aren't bothering, right? If the wives went away, like imagine like someone like a savior, like Jesus Christ came down and says, I'm going to take your women out and they're going to all go do girl things. All the guys would celebrate. All the guys would be like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Girls like, what are we going to do? I'm like, isn't there a bunch of ladies now free and available? You can go do whatever boring shit women want to do. Can't you go to that fucking, I don't know, the quilt store? What? Now's your time. Now's your chance. Go. You should be happy. Go. Well, why do you go concern yourself with them? Ass bucket $5. Ain't got no money. No more money. No IRA. I ain't got no money. History major. I majored in fun. Got no cash. I gotta suck dick at the truck stop. Liberal arts. All right. There you guys go. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.